Hi guys, this is Leah Mackay. I just wanted to touch on like a few things. I stumbled onto this video the other day. It was by one of the artists. Her name is Sabrina. She really has like a massive following behind her and what she's built up. She has like 12 million streams on her songs. But what captivated me about the video was she said something that was so relevant in today and it's probably relevant even before this, but I heard her say something to the extent of, it's become so difficult for her to manage her social media alongside creating music. It's become more draining for her to actually withhold this online presence and having to manage herself all in one while still keeping the playful mind, the fun mind, the creative mind of making her own music. Now, bear in mind, there's people out there that can do it flat out on their backs without any effort. It's just, they can do it. But then there are some artists, even for myself, I have my social media going, my Instagram, my Facebook, all these online platforms where I market myself, my music, while still trying to create my music on the side. And I can tell you guys now that what I've experienced is exactly the same as what she has been saying. And I've been trying to you get that moment when you think, am I the only one who's experiencing this? Am I the only one that's feeling like this? Am I like lazy? Is something going on? But then I was listening to her and I was like, okay, that's what it is. And she completely went off of social media. What she said from a video, she deactivated her Instagram, she deactivated her Facebook, and she solely uses YouTube now and Pinterest to display her art and to create her music. The sole two platforms. She's basically narrowed it down for herself. She basically prioritized, okay, this is the only platform that I want to be on, YouTube. And from what I can see, she's doing really well. There was a lot of thought process that went behind watching that video, and I want to talk about it. Because to some of you that are listening right now, you may be an artist. Maybe somebody that is on social media trying to juggle between your accounts and trying to manage all of it, and you're thinking to yourself, like, it's just driving you insane. And so I just want to touch on like a few topics, and hopefully by this, it will bring you some clarity or just make you feel like you're not the only one. And it may bring you a sense of how you can go forth and maybe deal with it better. So, to that extent, I want to start with number one. Let's start out. What is music versus a music career? When I say music, I mean the creation of your music, the production of your music, the recording of your music, the creation process of it. And you're the author, you're the singer, you're the writer, you're the producer, you are the creator behind that art of yours, music, right? Music career is when you want to turn your music into a money opportunity, a business. You want to make a career out of it. You want to benefit financially off of it, which requires you not only to create your music, but also to publish it in the world, create awareness, social media. Okay? The thing is, when it comes to basically setting aside between the two, you are basically, you need to come to a point and ask yourself a question. What do you want to do? You have to go back to the foundation, to the basics, because a lot of us artists out there, we love creating music, right? We do. That's why we're in it. It's our passion. We're creators. And we speak and we self-express ourselves through that. But then there's also the point where we look at the world and we're like, so what do I want to do to make money? And then you get all these options. You get doctors and lawyers and businessmen and all these kind of titles out there. And people that say, oh, there's no money in music. You should go follow something else. Go be a doctor, go be a teacher, go be this, go be that. Some of us do it, some of us don't. We stick to our music. I've been in that boat where I had to ask myself, what path do I want to go in for a career? And there's been many paths that I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go into psychology. Even went to university. I wanted to be an interior designer. Never got that far. I say that also comes into play with that. If you do decide to go into a career pursuing music, what are you doing to promote yourself? Are you going to have a team behind you? Or are you going to go independent? You're going to manage yourself. Managing yourself is a whole different ballgame. Creating content, creating visuals, creating videos, creating artwork covers, you know, besides the actual behind the scenes creating of the songs, the tracks. Because you can do it for fun as well. You can create the Instagram account solely based on your portfolio of music, but you will never profit a day in your life from it because you use it for fun. You don't think about it in the sense of a business perspective. And then you get the other side of actually trying to make a profit off of it, trying to base your content or structure your content in a certain way that invites people in. You do events management, you create concerts for yourself or event planning, showcasing your music. People come, buy tickets, watch you perform, those kind of things, using social media as a tool to market yourself and then profit off from it. That's the other thing. I've met people that told me, I have such a passion in music when I was younger. I wanted to pursue music. I wanted to go to drama school. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to sing on stages. But what happened was they fell off path because life, just the reality of life, the reality of making money, the reality of going to work, being responsible, having all these responsibilities, completely just threw them off their, their path, their passions. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. Really sad. But then you get the few lot of us that are still trying to make it work, that are sticking with it no matter what people say. We're still sticking to it. We're still grinding. We're still writing. We're still producing. I take my hat off to anybody who has had adversity in your music career, from people saying you shouldn't follow that. It's not a profitable thing. You should choose something else. Be safe. Don't take that risk. I commend you all if you're still sticking with it. I really do, because it's a hustle on its own. It's really a hustle on its own. There's a lot of third parties out there that undervalue us as artists. For number one, streaming platforms. I have put my music onto Spotify for the longest time. I've made a few sales off of a song that I actively went to people and gave them the flyer, or I gave them the link to my song, and I told them, this is out, support me, this is who I am, this is what I do, listen to it if you like it, it's on sale. And a few of them bought it. But you, as an artist that created the song, that put hours, months, or even years into that artwork, you only get like 0.1%. 0.1%. And a lot of you don't know that because maybe you haven't checked into it, and maybe you're just blinded by, oh, I need to get my music out on streaming platforms because then it will look good. But the return that you're getting off of it is next to nothing. And if you're an artist is just like, okay, I'm just going to put my music out there because I just want people to listen to it, I don't want anything back, fine, good for you. But if you're somebody that wants to actually make a career out of music, I I recommend you not put your music on streaming platforms unless you have something behind you, like a record label, and you have a solid foundation, a solid backing. By all means, do that. But if you are trying to make something work for yourself, A solo artist, independent, managing yourself. You alone in the game, hustling, and you want your music to be valued. Please, my friend, do not put it on streaming platforms. Like I decided months ago, I'm gonna delete my Spotify artist account. I'm gonna take all my music off of it. I want it to be valued, more than 0.1%. So I want to encourage you guys today. Think about that. Think about it. What I've done is I've went onto YouTube and I've started this. I've started Leah MCTV. For those of you who don't know, it's a channel, broadcasting channel that I recently started. It's based off of broadcasting artists, business people, people from around the world. But I created that space because it's creating brand awareness for people out there. My intention is not only to do something for myself, which is creating that, but also for people out there because I know this icky thing that we have going on about exposure. We have to get ourselves out there into the world if we have something to show the world. So I created that space not only for myself, but to introduce people that are making a change, a positive change in the world. I still have my Instagram and my Facebook, but then again, I have totally different goals when it comes to my YouTube. I have a different goal for my Instagram, a different goal for my Facebook. Like they're all not the same. In fact, I'm treating YouTube as a priority and then Instagram and then Facebook. Hell, if you're watching this, like send me a freaking email, man, and email me or comment here and tell me, listen, you need some exposure on your music. And we can schedule a meeting. I can schedule a meeting with you and I can have you on Leah MCTV. It should be shown. Your hard work, dedication, your passion, your values, it should be shown in the world, especially if it's connected to your bread and your butter. You're just trying to make a living just like everyone else.